What is up, everyone? Grey Hansford here with another Q&A. Now, I hope you guys enjoy this Q&A. We're gonna start off with the first Q&A of this year, the 2017 New Year Q&A. We'll start off questions there, then we'll go to the questions in the recent update that I had. So, first question, right here, from Sam Gafford. Ever played Doom 4? Looks fun to me. I have Doom 4. I have played through maybe about half the campaign before I kind of fell off it. Not saying that I didn't like it. I do like Doom. I would go back to it. If you're wondering if I would play it on this channel, I don't think so, because this channel, the games that I want to put on this channel are mainly character creators that I can make the characters look as close as to the Ruby characters, possibly. So yeah, but yeah, I do play Doom. It's just called Doom, not Doom 4. Some people call it Doom 4. If you call it Doom 4, whatever. I just call it Doom because it's the first Doom I've ever played. So there's that. So yeah, it looks good to me and I like it. Next is Nobody Except Myself. Do you believe that Weiss's dad is being a good guy / father? Why or why not? Explain. Now, Weiss's father, Jacques Schnee, is the most touchy subject for me. Not saying that you triggered me or anything. Well, I am triggered just a bit, but it's not your fault. As soon as I saw him at the end of Volume 3, just without even words, I'm just like, this guy is a dick. Just his mustache and how he looked. I just knew from that moment on he was just gonna be an asshole. As soon as I heard him in Volume 4, I'm just like, yep. He has that asshole tone of voice. The guy that doesn't care about people. He'll say he cares about people, but he doesn't. And I went through, I think it was Punished, the episode of Punished where Weiss did her little singing concert, and then the after party, and then just hearing how Jacques Schnee talked about people. I didn't like it. I had to skip that whole scene. I literally skipped that whole section until the next part when Weiss and the rest of them just weren't there. I had to skip it because I got so triggered because I couldn't listen to him or anybody else, especially that guy that was trying to hook up with Weiss. I was just like, no. Weiss's dad, not good dad. He is a horrible father. He's not being a good dad. I mean, if you've seen the latest episode where he literally confined her to the house. I mean, seriously, you don't do that and act like a good father. He's basically controlling her because she wants her independence. She wants to do things her own way. And he's just like, no, business is business. And that's why you will hear more about my opinion of Jacques and the Weiss Schnee Company and the Black Fang fan fiction. Subscribe if you want to see more. Follow me on Twitter. And plugs, you guys know. I'll update you on that. But that leads to another question. But anyways, him a good father? No. Why? Because he's a dick. So, not much to explain. He's shown his hand, he knows what he is, and we all know. Sorry to go off on a little tangent there. But, yeah, that's about it for that update, that Q&A video, and now we're on to the latest update video with, MTG Element Tree. Congrats on 600. Thank you. And if you were to date a Ruby character, who would? I'm gonna say right here that you meant it. Who would it be? I'm not gonna say I, because dude. Come on. Anyways, if I were to date any Ruby character, I would have to say Weiss. I love Weiss. As soon as I like got kind of used to her after Volume 1, I just knew she was just like one of those misunderstand girls that basically was like given the money and she was pampered and all that, but as soon as she got around Ruby, she got around Yang and Blake, and she started realizing that there's a whole nother world out there that doesn't really fit in the same category as the rich people that she grew up with. She knows like, oh, there's like people out here that need help, like let's help them. And as soon as she got that kind of character to her that she does want to help people, but she obviously grew up rich and all that. I don't know the word to it. It eludes me. But anyways, as soon as she became more of a warming character, I started liking it a little bit more. I would say Yang because you guys know the reason, but I think more Weiss. Weiss doesn't get as much love as the others, but obviously Team Ruby gets all the love. But yeah, that's who I would date. But next is to Sir Artanus7. Do you ship Yang and Neo? And do you believe that the theory they are sisters? Yang and Neo, I do ship. I do think that's a very sexy ship. They're kind of like, I have different categories of ships, but they're in the sexy ship. And if they're sisters, highly doubt it, because I think Neo's a little too old to be Yang's sister. I mean, like, look at Raven. Raven is her mother, but she looks pretty young for her age due to obviously animation. They don't want to like make her look really old. But yeah, I think Neo's a little too old to be Yang's sister because she technically could be Raven's age. She was hanging out with Roman all this time, and technically you don't have to be tall to be older than you. So you can be short and older. I mean, seriously. But yeah, I don't think Neo is Yang's sister, but I do ship them. I really do. Next, we are on, I'm gonna spell this out, STE6677. Your question is, do you have any theories about what will happen in the future of Ruby? Now, what I believe will happen eventually, I did see the latest episode, the last episode of Volume 4, because you guys know how much is in one season. Since I have Rooster Teeth first, I was able to see the latest episode. You guys that watch it purely on YouTube, you won't be able to see it till this Saturday. If you already have just a normal account, you don't have first, you've probably already seen it, but I'm not going to talk about it due to people that watch it purely on YouTube. I believe that since Ruby and the gang are going to Mistral, I'm believing that maybe they'll stop it. Maybe they'll get some help, or it will start to happen and they'll stop it. Because I just don't know for sure. There's only two ways the Haven incident would go down, like Beacon. It would be either another Beacon happening, the school falls apart, Grimm start doing anything, and they have to go to the next school. Or they're able to either stop it before anything happens, or they stop it midway and be able to save it from any more destruction. There's a bit of destruction. Those are my only theories that could happen. I don't really have anything else to go off of what has been shown so far. But yeah, I think one of those three possibilities would happen. So, On to the next question is from Sleep King. You say your vlogs. Nice to see you again, vlogs. Your question is, are you gonna play any games with other YouTubers? And is it possible if you do a Fallout Let's Play and you play as one of the Ruby characters? Now with other YouTubers, that would be fun. That would be really fun to play games with other YouTubers. I would have to fit it in a schedule if I was gonna do videos on a regular. Since I do my 3 solo videos right now, probably saw the one today, depending on when this goes up. So, a Fallout Let's Play, I don't know. Due to the reason that there's not many Ruby mods out there, the only mod on PC is the moon, and that's it. If I was gonna do Fallout, I would want to modify it to the fullest extent to try to make it as Ruby as possible. But I don't see that happening since more mods are for not safe for work kind of stuff, and just a lot of other mods take up a lot of space on my computer. I do play Fallout. I've beaten the game multiple times. I've gotten a bunch of endings. I would do a Ruby Let's Play if we had enough Ruby mods to make it seem Ruby-esque. I just don't feel like making a character, calling it a Ruby character. I mean, get as close as I can with the hair and all that, and then just go through the game as if it was normal. Since the game has mods, I want to try to make it as Ruby as possible. I don't see a Fallout Let's Play coming anytime soon. If there were more Ruby mods, I would do so. But as for right now, I don't think so. I don't believe that will happen anytime soon. But as I said, more Ruby mods come to the game, I will be happy to do a Let's Play. On to the next question from Sarah Beth. When will the Black Fang start bringing justice to Remnant? Now, that will happen in March 12th, the 1-year anniversary of this channel. So I will be doing it. I've kind of changed a little few things. Originally I wanted to do 15 episodes. Writing has become a little hard on me. Thinking about doing 15 episodes is just a lot, especially on one person. I mean, you look at Rooster Teeth, they have like maybe 10 people writing, including Carrie. So I mean, they got a ton of people to contribute. I'm just one guy, so 15 episodes will be the first volume, no question, but I will not do 15 episodes like straight. What I have decided, I have finished the first 2 episodes because I really had to work out details. I had to cut a few things. I had to add a lot to the second, plus having to voice it to come to about 15 minutes of just story, not including intro and outro. That becomes a little bit harder, trying to get the speed of someone's voice, try to get the mannerisms of certain characters, trying to get the narrator parts done and see how fast I should do that so you can still hear me, but it's not too slow, it's not too fast, so on and so forth. It's just a lot. So that's why I've kind of condensed it to 7 episodes, because I already, as I said, first 2 episodes are written. Second 2 episodes are already concepted, meaning I know the story from beginning to end for each episode. But the last 3, 5, 6, and 7 are being a little difficult. I still have to concept them, voice them out myself. Little tidbit on how I do the episodes. I first act out them in my own room. I find where I want to start, where I want to end, and then I do the in the middle and act it out myself. Voice lines, do things. That's how I get the episodes, if you were wondering. That's how I basically wrote the whole story. Later volumes will be easier because I've already kind of done most of those episodes, but this first volume is becoming a little difficult. A little bit of writer's block, if you could say, but I'm kind of going on a crunch time. But anyways, don't worry about that. They will be coming in March. Promise you that. March 12th will be the first episode. And it'll be kind of a Rooster Teeth kind of thing, where the first episode will go up on March 12th. And the week after that will be kind of a World of Remnant. I will be doing World of Remnants every other week in between each episode, so that way you can get a little bit more of what the world is in the Black Fang world. So that way you get what's going on. You don't need to continuously ask questions. I love questions, but these are kind of like informational about the characters without having to go full on into a story within the episode. You just watch these World of Remnants, you understand it, you know where they're coming from, what's happened, and so on and so forth. So that's a little bit about the thing. Sorry for going on another rant, but yeah, I think that's about it for all the questions. Thank you everyone for the questions. I really love talking to you guys. These Q&As are the biggest way that I can personally talk to you, besides just leaving a note in the comments. I love doing that as well. I know I haven't been doing that of late. I will be doing that a bit more. Just this writing stuff and a bunch of other stuff on my plate has been taking up my time, so just personal stuff. You don't have to worry about me on that one. But thank you all for your questions. I hope you enjoyed this Q&A. If you did, press that like button. Subscribe for more Ruby-esque content. Depending on when I start streaming, I will be streaming Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I will be jumping back on Ruby because I didn't really feel like doing a different game. I figured Dragon Ball was the best. If you're watching this during my live stream, there should be a notification that popped up if you clicked out of it, if you pressed X on it. Link to my Twitch in the description below. Follow me on Twitch. You get to see me whenever I go live playing Ruby-esque stuff. I hope to catch you guys there. And as always, the Black Fang will bring justice back to Remnant.